Yeah, my family was like, well, my dad and like the people before him, they had this kind of like this idea that everything that I'm doing for you, like you owe me, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I that never made sense to me. I'm more of a like of a you didn't ask to be here, just like Willie said. It's my responsibility to take care of you and make sure you become a man, make sure you become a woman, the way that I see a woman and the way that I see a man. These are my responsibilities, and you don't owe me anything. You don't have to do anything for me, but hopefully that I do a good enough job so that you actually want to do things for me and you want to take care of me, you want to inconvenience yourself later in life because for me. But yeah, they don't owe us anything.
This is so foreign to me because I come from a culture where it's the complete opposite. And if you were to ever walk away from your parents, you would be disgraced. Like it is it's insane to me to hear this because I've always grown up with this feeling of I owe them. Like there will be a day where my parents are going to need me to do things and I don't have a choice. And the fact that y'all are here talking about like it is the parent who creates that relationship and not the other way around is insane because a lot of us grow up with guilt. Like we have failed, we're failures because we're not living up to our parents' expectations, or at
What
least I've
culture do you
struggled with
come
that.
from?
So this
What culture?
what I'm from Ghana.
You from Ghana? I saw a video before, right? And it was a guy pretty
Makes
much
sense.
saying how he grew up insecure because he come from like a the same area you from, African, and you never really look an elder in the face. You kind of like look down whenever kind of are around him. So he said he was kind of like timid when he came over here, and that just made me think like, damn, y'all they sure made slavery easy, right? Like
Oh,
they trained them right up like for something like slavery. I'm just
that's a wild take,
that's
but
just the
it's a
perfect.
respect thing.
Ah,
You hear Akine told me shame on I'm ashamed of you because of the way I was talking because I had the audacity to chat like in our culture that is unheard of. You
Yeah,
don't
it's your
even
culture
talk.
though.
yeah.
So for us, it's different because we're taught to respect elders, right? And
Yeah.
that's something that's
Even when
damaging.
we're
I think that's super damaging in the black community. We're taught to not, saying the elders are beyond reproach. Don't question them. And some of these elders are trifling. Most of
yes.
us have that weird fucking uncle that everybody just keeps away from people instead of checking his ass
Yeah.
because of how he looks at them, saying the girls in the family, and how he looks at kids. But we can't say
Ah,
that because
why
it's,
did you invite
well, that's the point because he's an elder. So like people give a pass just because you make it to a certain age.
him? Yeah, that's right.
I'm just not in the generation that believes that.
How
I've
do you even get to that though? I don't understand. How do you?
because it's tradition. It's easy. It's tradition. You also have to think that the majority of black families are head by a woman. Like the matriarch of the family is their grandmother or big mama, whoever. And she comes from a time when that made sense and it worked for them. But what happens with our culture is we don't evolve. Like a lot of the things we say are black culture, either degeneracy or outdated tradition. And we try to, saying keep trying to renew those things in present day. So I would
And
never tell my son that, yeah, you got to do what I say because I'm your daddy. That's not how it works. He does what he says because he respects me as a man, and
yes,
because I'm his father. That's why he listens to me. So when I tell my son, hey, leave that girl alone, she's trouble, he understands that I'm not telling him that because I don't like her because she's
or
ugly
you're
or
or you're
or
competing with him.
whatever. He understands that I'm telling him that because I want what's best for him. And for a man, the only human who will ever want him to be better than him is always his father. That's the only person that will ever want their son to be better than them. Because your mom's not worried about you being better than her. She's a woman. Y'all don't compare. But me as a son, as a father, I want my children to be so much better than me. I will do whatever it takes to make it happen. That's what I've spent the majority of my life doing because that's my job. That's my charge. And and by doing that, a byproduct is my kids fuck with me heavy. Like I don't have the relationship where kids talk. My sons don't talk to me crazy. They don't act. You know what I'm saying? They're not picking sides. And even the shit that my kids have been through with me divorcing their moms and shit, like it never was an issue because I still showed up. I still did the work to make sure that they never was looked at me differently. Most
You're
men don't do that, and I understand that it's because they think, well, he came from my balls. He gonna listen to me regardless. No,
yeah,
I,
exactly.
I couldn't be
Exactly.
like
And
I can't tell.
if you want a dad, you have to come get it. You have to come get a relationship from me.
I'm not the my sons my both of my sons' mothers have PhDs. I didn't get a degree until I was damn near retired from the military. It was because it was free, and now I got a handful of them. Whatever. I'm not the guy that can tell my kids you got to go to college and make money because I made money without degrees. But then they get the balance of seeing that what their mothers have done with their degrees, right? I can't. I appreciate that because now the position I'm in, I don't have to be a hypocrite, but I can. They know that I'm only going to tell them from my experience and show them something that can work for them because it's worked for me. I'm not going to tell them that you can't go to school and have a successful life because their mothers have both went to school and are living successful lives, independent of me and the assistance they get from me. So not that counts. But then what I've been able to do is give him an option to see it a different way. There's a book called like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book, he's saying he had two fathers. One was a rich dad, the one that had the high paying job. Then he had the poor dad, the one who was a school teacher, his actual father. And even though the teacher made more money up front, on the back end, the poor dad ended up making more money. Like, so I was able to give my children that between me and his mother. Not that either one of those things are wrong, but they have the option to choose both. And the reason why now that my sons listen to me more and have taken more of my advice is because the simple fact is this. They want the result that I've gotten compared to what their mother has gotten. That's what we all do as humans. That's all we're going to do. You find somebody who has the result that you want, do what they did, you get the same result.
I was going to say too.
He's breaking generations. He's breaking generational curses this way. This is how you empower a Black man. You remind him of his ability to be self-reliant, his capacity, and then you reinforce principles. This is something that no one can take away from him. No, like that is incredible.
I don't think we even had generational curses, to be honest. I just want my kids to be gay. That was my biggest fear. My biggest fear in life was my kids being gay.
Why? Oh, we don't have to get into it.
I mean, to be honest, you're already Black and you want to be gay. Shit, you made your life twice as hard.
He just got like 3 scholarships to Stanford. What are you talking about?
Who?
I'm just.
Oh no! Okay. My son's an athlete, but he didn't go to Stanford. Like, my
it's worse than your son being gay. Your son being bisexual.
No, that's gay still.
It's worse than gay.
Yeah, you super.
It's a step worse than gay because it's like
how.
I'll explain it, right?
I don't believe men can be bisexual.
But I'll explain it, right? All right. So like, people who are gay, most people who are gay never wanted to be gay, right? They tried not to. They tried to keep it. Their whole life they might have tried dating a girl. They knew that some of them know they're gonna get kicked out of the house. Like, they don't want to actually be gay. They want to be straight. When you bisexual, right? Like, you want like it's like you're making an active choice to be like, you know what? I like girls too, but I like y'all too. And I'm like you choosing to do both, and I think that's crazy. Like Diddy, like the Diddy parties and all that type of stuff. I think all of that is like, if you gay, I'm compassionate. I have compassion for you. I don't got no problem with you and all that type of stuff. But bisexual people, they need to be in jail. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they be in jail, bro, but like my son's being gay was my biggest fear in life. My daughter can be a lesbian though. I'm cool with that until she's 30. Like, and then she needs to start liking dudes because I want grandbabies. But
what are your thoughts on LeBron's relationship with his son? Or is that LeBron? Like,
LeBron?
You talking about Wade?
You talking about Dwayne Wade?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I knew he was cooked when he started dating Gabrielle Union. I knew she was a Black woman from Nebraska as well. I'm sorry. I'm not shocked at all that this was the outcome. Like, but I think that's a lot. I don't. No disrespect to him, but as a father, you allowing your son to appropriate womanhood and support and encouraging. I think that's child abuse.
You gotta do that shit when you get out the house.
Yeah, I think that's child abuse.
Well, is that because it's an embarrassment on him as a father, or it's just you can't be making these decisions so publicly?
Well, it's just for me. It's because it would be an embarrassment to me, and then also goes against my views. Like, if nothing else, women should be protected. And one of the ways that I think this imperative to protect women is to protect women's spaces and keep niggas out of them. So I don't want a 6'6" nigga going into the bathroom just because he's wearing heels and a dress behind my daughter. That shit is terrifying to me. Like, that's just not something that I'm okay with. And to say that womanhood is something that just because a guy feels like, all right, I feel like I want to be a chick today, and he puts on a dress and now he's a woman and should be treated like a woman and have the rights and protections of a woman, that shit is stupid to me.
I agree. So then there has to be something psychologically wrong with that young man to believe that, which would then you think be a reflection of you as a father.
Yeah, being raised by Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. There you go.
I think like